Welcome.
Hello, my name is David.
And I'm Ruben, and we'd like to welcome you to World Boba and Coffee.
You know, we're proud native El Pasoans, and we'd like to share with you some of the highlights from our past and what led us to where we are today.
So let's go take a look. This is the origins of World Boba and Coffee. I'm the guy on the right, and my brother David is on the left, and my name is Ruben Ramos. This is our story. When you talk about locally owned businesses, there are many definitions for it. We were proudly born and raised in El Paso, Texas. We grew up here in the projects of El Nido. It's actually more of a barrio, but this neighborhood has been around since the 40s. So many changes have happened here, but the one thing I'm telling you that remains untouched are the childhood memories that we experienced growing up here. Our entire neighborhood was a playground, a battleground, a stadium. We would play football, baseball, tag, hide and seek. We would even camp in the backyard, hoping to catch a glimpse of the famous Llorona. Even while we were growing up, we found ways to make money. Why? To go to the Circle K and buy that 2-cent green apple gum. Wow. Looking back, we started to understand the value of family and good friendships. Standing here reminiscing, seems like it was just yesterday. Good times. So here's a fun fact. Growing up, we didn't have money for yachts or boats, and we couldn't join the America's Cup. So instead, we would engineer our own boats made out of twigs, lollycup sticks, milk cartons, and we would construct boats. We would walk over to this legendary canal that runs along the side of Alameda Avenue. We would jump over the fence, we would set our boats down, and we would run down the canal cheering our boats on. Except sometimes, one of us would get mad and start throwing rocks. Some people would call it cheating. Some people would call it creative means of winning. But I can guarantee you that the America's Cup never had rocks being thrown at their boats. This intersection here in El Paso is very important to us in our lives. In one corner, you had the El Paso Diablos baseball team, which has now become the Chihuahuas. On the second corner was the El Paso Zoo, which we would visit quite a bit. And across the street, that's where the dream was born. The dream to become a professional drummer. My brother would take me to every concert that would come through the Coliseum. Although he still owes me because of him, he convinced my parents that Ozzy Osbourne was too evil, and that was one of Randy Rhoads' last shows. But nevertheless, music's been a part of my entire life. As a matter of fact, my aunt was a professional singer in Juarez. So this is Escarate Park Lake, and for us this represents coming back to where family unity was taught to us as brothers. Every holiday, some weekends, we would come as an entire family. This showed us that you don't have to have a lot of money to have fun and be together. We would make sandwiches, we would try to fish and never catch a fish, but that's why you had to make sandwiches. There was a amusement park called Western Playland here. So you would come, you would hang out, maybe throw the football. Everything was done together. And our parents were smart that instead of alienating our friends that were probably troublemakers, we would make an effort to bring all our friends with us so that our parents would be close enough to guide us through the right way to make decisions and not be involved with getting in trouble and things like that. And so that's why we come back here and it's very special to us. Any which way you look, you can see the border from here, see the beautiful mountains behind us. It's all about family.
One of my fondest memories was taking the bus with my mom and my abuelita to downtown. We'd call it La Placita. We'd go out there and do some shopping. A lot of these stores, unfortunately, and these shops are no longer open, but the buildings and signs are still standing, like Cres, Cinco y Diez, and the ever so famous La Popular. I remember before heading home, we go out to the soda fountain at Cres specifically, and we'd have some pie or some ice cream floats. As Ruben and I got older, we were eventually given permission by our parents to go downtown on our own. Those were really, really cool trips. At least once a month, we'd make the journey to one of two downtown theaters, the State or the Capri. Those two theaters, they were our go-to spots to get some kung fu movies in, get some horror flicks in, even some really cool action flicks. Before we even knew it, most of our neighborhood friends, they'd be joining us. That as I got older, I was able to appreciate the beauty of our downtown. Now, when you're downtown, take a minute, really look at our buildings, admire the architecture, look at some of the detail, the construction. Our downtown is just beautiful. I remember buying my first SLR camera. It was a Nikon N2000. I love that camera. As a matter of fact, I still have it. One of my favorite places to click the camera was downtown. Not just because I captured our beautiful buildings on film, but because I also captured El Pasoans, mi gente. You could see in everyone's eyes that they had a story to tell. We were very blessed with the parents that we had. But it wasn't all fun and games. My dad owned a small auto repair shop. He was a self-taught mechanic. I remember being 10 or 11. My dad would wake me up super early during the summers and we'd go to work. He instilled in me a very, very strong work ethic. My dad also noticed I was very mechanically inclined at a very young age. So he continued to teach me and encourage me as I went through my journey. Thanks to our parents who always supported and encouraged us, we were able to pursue our careers. My first career goal was to pursue a bachelor's degree from the University of Texas at El Paso in mechanical engineering. Go Miners. To say it was a challenge is definitely an understatement. Working full time and going to school really tested my character and my will on how badly I wanted that degree. Only 10% of my engineering classmates earned engineering degrees, and I was one of the fortunate ones who made it all the way to the finish line. Being here at Scenic Drive and admiring this beautiful view, it reminds me of all those experiences and opportunities that have led my brother and I to open World Boba and Coffee here in El Paso, a city we love, a city we've always called home. El Paso es nuestra ciudad.
And like magic, here we are. So we've talked about where we've been and where we're headed. And now we're here at 9 Music and Film Studios to talk about our future. But before we do that, we want to thank our family and friends that have been supporting us for the last 2 years and helping us, encouraging us to keep going. And to our friends in California, we miss you very much and wish you could be here. And to our customers, thank you so much. It was a dream come true, and it's been a great 2 years, and we look forward to many, many more. So thank you very much. So one of our goals as a company is to support local. So the way that we do that is through fundraising, going to support plays, sporting events, and our customers. Another way that we do it is through shopping local. We don't just say shop local or come to us because we're local, but we also go and support local. But one thing we've come up with has been, we've created a platform to showcase the many talented people in El Paso that we think we should be proud of. So once a month, we'll be talking to someone that we believe is inspiring or has talent or showcases El Paso and represents El Paso. And so we'll be doing that once a month here at 9 Music and Film Studios. We'll be spending some time so that you can get to know the people that we believe in. And with that being said, we look forward to the many, many more years that we have ahead of us. And we're also looking to open a store on the east side soon, maybe next year. But thank you for taking the time to listen to our story. And we look forward to continue to serve our community and you, our customers. And hopefully we'll make more friends along the way. So wait, before you go, this was the introduction to the show. It's called Take 5, where we're going to interview some great people. So stay tuned because there's some great interviews coming up soon. We'll see you in a bit.